Ladies and gentlemen, today we are gathered to discuss a topic that has the potential to transform your life, your perspective, and your very existence. It is a principle that, if truly understood and applied, can unlock doors to your destiny, elevate your potential, and bring clarity to your purpose. I am speaking of the profound truth that you must focus on yourself, not others. In a world where distractions abound, where comparisons are incessant, and where the pressure to conform is overwhelming, the call to focus on oneself is not just a suggestion, it is an imperative. Too often, we find ourselves entangled in the web of external validation, seeking approval, recognition, and acceptance from others. We measure our worth by the standards of society, our success by the achievements of our peers, and our happiness by the opinions of those around us. But I tell you today, this is not the path to fulfillment. This is not the journey to self-realization. You see, focusing on others, what they are doing, what they have achieved, how they perceive you, is a distraction from your true purpose. It is a deviation from the course that was designed uniquely for you. Each of us is a masterpiece, crafted with intention, endowed with gifts, talents, and abilities that are uniquely ours. When you focus on others, you dilute your potential, you divert your energy, and you diminish the power that lies within you. The question that must be asked is this: why do we focus on others? Why do we allow the success, the opinions, and the actions of others to dictate our lives? The answer lies in the human tendency to compare. From a young age, we are conditioned to compare ourselves to others. We are taught to compete, to measure ourselves against our peers, to strive to be better than those around us. But this mentality is flawed. It is a mindset rooted in scarcity, in the belief that there is not enough success, not enough happiness, not enough fulfillment to go around. But let me tell you, this is a lie. There is enough success in this world for everyone. There is enough happiness, enough fulfillment, enough purpose for each and every one of us. But to tap into this abundance, you must focus on yourself. You must turn your attention inward to the gifts, talents, and abilities that are uniquely yours. You must cultivate your own garden, nurture your own potential, and walk your own path. Consider for a moment the process of growth. A seed does not compare itself to the other seeds around it. It does not concern itself with how quickly or slowly others are growing. It simply focuses on its own growth, on taking in the nutrients it needs, on pushing through the soil, on reaching toward the sun. And in time, it blossoms into a beautiful plant, a reflection of its unique potential. The same is true for you. You are a seed full of potential, full of possibility. But to grow, you must focus on yourself. You must nurture your own development, take in the nourishment you need, and reach toward the light of your purpose. Focusing on yourself is not about being selfish or self-centered. It is about recognizing that you have a unique purpose, a unique destiny, and that to fulfill it, you must invest in yourself. You must develop your gifts, hone your talents, and cultivate your strengths. This requires discipline, commitment, and a deep understanding of who you are and what you are called to do. But how do you focus on yourself in a world that is constantly pulling your attention in different directions? How do you stay true to your path when the noise of others is so loud? The answer lies in understanding your identity. You must know who you are, not in the context of others, but in the context of your purpose. You must understand that your value is not determined by external factors, but by the intrinsic worth that you carry within you. When you know who you are not swayed by the opinions of others. You are not distracted by their successes or failures. You are not deterred by their judgments or criticisms. You are grounded in your own identity. Focus on your own journey and committed to your own growth. This understanding of identity is critical. It is the foundation upon which your focus on yourself must be built. Without a clear understanding of who you are, you will be easily swayed, easily distracted, easily discouraged. But when you know who you are unshakable. You are like a tree planted by the rivers of water, bringing forth fruit in your season, with leaves that do not wither, and whatever you do prospers. To focus on yourself, you must also understand the importance of purpose. Purpose is the reason for your existence, the reason why you were created. It is the driving force behind everything you do. When you are focused on your purpose, you are not concerned with what others are doing. You are not distracted by their successes or failures. You are not deterred by their judgments or criticisms. You are driven by a deep sense of mission, a deep understanding of why you are here and what you are called to do. But finding your purpose requires introspection. It requires a willingness to look within, to examine your passions, your strengths, your talents, and to understand how they align with the needs of the world. It requires a deep commitment to self-discovery, a journey that is unique to each individual. This is why it is so important to focus on yourself, because your purpose is unique to you. No one else can fulfill it. No one else can walk your path. No one else can live your life. As you focus on yourself, you will find that your purpose becomes clearer, your path becomes more defined, and your journey becomes more fulfilling. You will find that you are no longer distracted by what others are doing, but are instead focused on what you are called to do. You will find that you are no longer seeking validation from others, but are instead confident in your own worth and value. But this focus on yourself is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice, a daily commitment to self-awareness, self-development, and self-actualization. It requires discipline, perseverance, and a deep commitment to your own growth. It requires you to set boundaries to protect your time, your energy, and your focus. It requires you to be intentional about how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and what you allow into your mind and heart. Focusing on yourself also means taking responsibility for your life. It means recognizing that you are the author of your own story, the creator of your own destiny. It means understanding that no one else is responsible for your happiness, your success, or your fulfillment. It means taking ownership of your choices, your actions, and your results. This is a powerful realization, but it is also a challenging one. It is much easier to blame others for our circumstances, to point the finger at external factors, to make excuses for why we are not where we want to be. But when you focus on yourself, you understand that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to create the life you want. You have the power to fulfill your purpose. This power comes from within. It comes from a deep understanding of who you are, what you are capable of, and what you are called to do. It comes from a focus on your own growth, your own development, your own journey. And it comes from a commitment to living a life that is true to who you are. As you focus on yourself, you will find that you are no longer concerned with the opinions of others. You are no longer swayed by their judgments or criticisms. You are no longer distracted by their successes or failures. You are instead focused on your own journey, on fulfilling your own purpose, on becoming the best version of yourself. This is not an easy path, but it is a rewarding one. It is a path that leads to fulfillment, to success, to happiness. It is a path that allows you to live a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life that is true to who you are. As you continue on this journey of focusing on yourself, you will find that you are no longer comparing yourself to others. You are no longer measuring your worth by external standards. You are no longer seeking validation from outside sources. Instead, you are grounded in your own identity, confident in your own worth, and committed to your own growth. This is the power of focusing on yourself. It is the power to live a life that is true to who you are, a life that is aligned with your purpose, a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. It is the power to create the life you want, to fulfill your potential, and to make a difference in the world. But to do this, you must be willing to let go of the need to focus on others. You must be willing to let go of the need for external validation, the need for comparison, the need for approval. You must be willing to turn your attention inward, to focus on your own growth, your own development, your own journey. This requires courage, it requires discipline, it requires a deep commitment to yourself. But it is worth it, because when you focus on yourself, you unlock the door to your potential, you open the path to your purpose, and you create a life that is truly fulfilling. So I challenge you today to focus on yourself, to turn your attention inward, to cultivate your own growth, to walk your own path, to understand that your worth is not determined by others, but by the intrinsic value that you carry within you, to recognize that your purpose is unique to you and that no one else can fulfill it, to commit to your own journey, to your own growth, to your own development. This is the path to fulfillment, the path to success, the path to happiness. It is the path of focusing on yourself, not others. Ladies and gentlemen, as we delve further into the profound importance of focusing on yourself, not others, let us explore the concept of identity more thoroughly. Your identity is the cornerstone of your existence, the foundation upon which every aspect of your life is built. It is not merely a reflection of your name, your profession, or your social status. Your identity is the essence of who you are, your beliefs, your values, your passions, your strengths, your weaknesses, your dreams, and your purpose. Understanding your identity is crucial because it determines how you navigate through life. When you have a clear sense of who you are not easily swayed by external influences. You are not living a life dictated by the expectations of others. Instead, you are grounded in a deep understanding of your true self, which serves as your compass, guiding you through the myriad challenges and opportunities that life presents. But how do you come to truly know yourself? How do you peel back the layers of societal conditioning, familial expectations, and self-imposed limitations to discover the core of your identity? This journey of self-discovery begins with introspection, a deliberate and conscious effort to look inward, to examine your thoughts, your emotions, your motivations, and your actions. Introspection requires time, patience, and honesty. It involves asking yourself difficult questions and being willing to confront uncomfortable truths. It means examining your beliefs and values to determine whether they are truly your own or whether they have been inherited from others. It means exploring your passions and interests to discover what truly excites you and brings you joy. It means acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses and understanding how they shape your behavior and your decisions. This process of self-discovery is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. As you grow and evolve, so too will your understanding of yourself. But the more you invest in this journey, the more confident you will become in your identity. You will develop a strong sense of self that is independent of external validation. You will no longer need to compare yourself to others, because you will know that your worth is not determined by how you measure up to those around you. Focusing on yourself also means embracing your uniqueness. Each of us is a one-of-a-kind creation with a unique combination of talents, abilities, and experiences that make us who we are. There is no one else in the world who can do what you do in the way that you do it. But to fully embrace your uniqueness, you must let go of the desire to conform. You must resist the urge to fit into a mold that society or others have created for you. You must have the courage to be true to yourself, even if it means standing out or going against the grain. This courage to be yourself is essential to focusing on yourself. It is easy to fall into the trap of trying to please others, to gain their approval, or to avoid their criticism. But when you live your life for others, you lose sight of who you are. You become a reflection of their expectations rather than an expression of your true self. And when this happens, you are no longer living a life that is authentically yours. So I urge you to embrace your uniqueness. Celebrate the qualities that make you different. Recognize that your differences are not weaknesses, but strengths. They are the very things that set you apart and make you valuable. They are the keys to unlocking your potential and fulfilling your purpose. As you focus on yourself, you will also discover the importance of self-care. Self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the practice of taking care of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. It is about nurturing yourself so that you have the energy, resilience, and strength to pursue your goals and fulfill your purpose. Self-care involves setting boundaries to protect your time, your energy, and your mental health. It means saying no to things that drain you or distract you from your path. It means prioritizing activities that nourish your body, mind, and soul. Whether it's getting enough sleep, eating healthy, exercising, meditating, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative activities, self-care is about filling your cup so that you can pour into others. But self-care is not just about the things you do for yourself. It is also about the way you treat yourself. It is about practicing self-compassion, being kind to yourself, and forgiving yourself for your mistakes. It is about recognizing that you are a work in progress and that growth takes time. It is about being patient with yourself and giving yourself the grace to learn, to grow, and to evolve. When you focus on yourself, you become more attuned to your own needs, desires, and boundaries. You become more aware of what nourishes you and what depletes you. You become more intentional about how you spend your time and energy. And as you practice self-care, you will find that you are better equipped to handle the challenges of life, to pursue your goals, and to fulfill your purpose. Focusing on yourself also means taking responsibility for your life. It means recognizing that you are the author of your own story, the creator of your own destiny. You have the power to make choices that align with your values, your goals, and your purpose. You have the power to take control of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and you have the power to create the life you want. Taking responsibility for your life is empowering, but it can also be daunting. It requires you to confront the fact that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but an active participant in creating them. It requires you to acknowledge that your life is a reflection of your choices, and that if you want to change your life, you must change your choices. But taking responsibility for your life also means recognizing that you have the power to overcome obstacles, to learn from your mistakes, and to grow from your experiences. It means understanding that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, every setback is a lesson, and every failure is a stepping stone to success. As you take responsibility for your life, you will find that you are no longer waiting for others to change or for circumstances to improve. You are no longer blaming others for your problems or making excuses for why you are not where you want to be. Instead, you are taking control of your life, making choices that align with your values and goals, and taking action to create the life you want. This is the essence of focusing on yourself. It is about taking ownership of your life, your choices, and your destiny. It is about recognizing that you are the creator of your own reality and that you have the power to shape your life in any way you choose. But as you focus on yourself, it is important to remember that this journey is not about perfection. It is not about becoming the best or achieving some idealized version of success. It is about becoming the best version of yourself, about living a life that is true to who you are, about fulfilling your unique purpose. This journey of self-discovery, self-care, and self-empowerment is not always easy. It requires courage, commitment, and perseverance. It requires you to face your fears, to confront your insecurities, and to overcome your limitations. It requires you to be honest with yourself, to take responsibility for your life, and to make the necessary changes to align your life with your values and goals. But as you embark on this journey, you will find that the rewards are immeasurable. You will discover a sense of fulfillment, peace, and happiness that comes from living a life that is true to who you are. You will experience a sense of empowerment that comes from taking control of your life and creating the reality you desire. And you will find a sense of purpose that comes from knowing that you are fulfilling your unique destiny. As we continue to explore this topic, let us delve deeper into the idea of self-empowerment. Self-empowerment is the process of taking control of your life, your decisions, and your destiny. It is about recognizing that you have the power to create the life you want, to achieve your goals, and to fulfill your purpose. But self-empowerment is not about controlling others or manipulating circumstances. It is about taking responsibility for your own life, making choices that align with your values and goals, and taking action to create the reality you desire. Self-empowerment begins with a shift in mindset. It requires you to move from a mindset of victimhood to a mindset of empowerment. It requires you to recognize that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but an active participant in creating them. It requires you to understand that you have the power to shape your life, to make choices that align with your values and goals, and to take action to create the reality you desire. This shift in mindset is crucial because it changes the way you view yourself and your life. When you see yourself as a victim, you believe that you are powerless, that your life is controlled by external forces, and that you have no control over your circumstances. But when you see yourself as empowered, you believe that you have the power to create the life you want, to make choices that align with your values and goals, and to take action to achieve your dreams. But self-empowerment is not just about changing your mindset. It is also about taking action. It is about making choices that align with your values and goals and taking steps to create the life you desire. It is about setting goals, creating a plan, and taking consistent action to achieve those goals. It is about being proactive rather than reactive in creating your reality. Self-empowerment also involves setting boundaries. It means recognizing that you have the right to protect your time, your energy, and your well-being. It means saying no to things that do not align with your values and goals and saying yes to the things that do. It means being intentional about how you spend your time and energy and making choices that support your growth and well-being. Setting boundaries is an essential part of focusing on yourself because it allows you to protect your time, your energy, and your focus. It allows you to prioritize your own growth and development, and to create a life that is aligned with your values and goals. But setting boundaries is not always easy. It requires courage to say no, to set limits, and to protect your time and energy. It requires you to be assertive and to communicate your needs clearly and confidently. But as you set boundaries, you will find that you have more time and energy to focus on yourself, to pursue your goals, and to fulfill your purpose. You will find that you are no longer overwhelmed by the demands of others, but are instead empowered to create the life you desire. As you focus on yourself, you will also discover the importance of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It is about being in tune with yourself, understanding your motivations, and being aware of how your actions impact your life and the lives of others. Self-awareness is a critical component of focusing on yourself because it allows you to make conscious choices that align with your values and goals. It allows you to recognize when you are being influenced by external factors and to make decisions that are true to who you are. It allows you to identify patterns of behavior that are holding you back and to make the necessary changes to overcome them. But self-awareness is not something that comes naturally to everyone. It requires practice and intentionality. It requires you to take the time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and to examine how they are impacting your life. It requires you to be honest with yourself, to acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses, and to take responsibility for your actions. As you develop self-awareness, you will find that you are better able to focus on yourself, to make choices that align with your values and goals, and to create a life that is true to who you are. You will find that you are more in tune with your needs, desires, and boundaries, and that you are better equipped to navigate the challenges and opportunities that life presents. But self-awareness is not just about understanding yourself, it is also about understanding how you relate to others. It is about recognizing how your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors impact your relationships and how those relationships impact your life. It is about being aware of how you interact with others and how those interactions contribute to your overall well-being and fulfillment. As you focus on yourself, you will also discover the importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in order to achieve your goals. It is about making choices that align with your values and goals, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. It is about staying committed to your path, even when distractions and temptations arise. Self-discipline is essential to focusing on yourself because it allows you to stay on track with your goals and to make progress toward your dreams. It allows you to resist the urge to compare yourself to others, to seek external validation, or to be distracted by the opinions of others. It allows you to stay focused on your own journey, to prioritize your own growth and development, and to take consistent action toward your goals. But self-discipline is not about being rigid or inflexible. It is about being intentional and committed to your growth and development. It is about making choices that support your well-being and fulfillment and that align with your values and goals. It is about being mindful of how you spend your time and energy and making choices that support your overall well-being. As you cultivate self-discipline, you will find that you are better able to focus on yourself, to make progress toward your goals, and to create a life that is true to who you are. You will find that you are more resilient in the face of challenges, more focused in the face of distractions, and more committed to your own growth and development. But self-discipline is not something that comes naturally to everyone. It requires practice and intentionality. It requires you to set clear goals, to create a plan, and to take consistent action toward those goals. It requires you to stay focused on your own journey, even when distractions and temptations arise. And it requires you to be patient with yourself, to recognize that growth takes time, and to stay committed to your path, even when progress is slow. As you focus on yourself, you will also discover the importance of self-expression. Self-expression is the ability to communicate your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs in a way that is authentic and true to who you are. It is about being honest and transparent with yourself and others, and about sharing your unique perspective with the world. Self-expression is essential to focusing on yourself because it allows you to live a life that is true to who you are. It allows you to communicate your needs, desires, and boundaries clearly and confidently. It allows you to share your gifts, talents, and abilities with the world and to make a positive impact on those around you. But self-expression is not just about speaking your mind, it is also about living your truth. It is about aligning your actions with your beliefs and values, and about living a life that is true to who you are. It is about being authentic, about being true to yourself, and about living a life that reflects your unique identity and purpose. As you focus on yourself, you will also discover the importance of self-reflection. Self-reflection is the process of examining your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in order to gain insight and understanding. It is about taking the time to reflect on your experiences, to learn from your mistakes, and to grow from your challenges. Self-reflection is essential to focusing on yourself because it allows you to gain a deeper understanding of who you are, what you want, and how you can achieve your goals. It allows you to identify patterns of behavior that are holding you back and to make the necessary changes to overcome them. It allows you to learn from your experiences, to gain wisdom and insight, and to apply that knowledge to your life. But self-reflection is not something that comes naturally to everyone. It requires time, patience, and honesty. It requires you to take the time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and to examine how they are impacting your life. It requires you to be honest with yourself, to acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses, and to take responsibility for your actions. As you develop the habit of self-reflection, you will find that you are better able to focus on yourself, to make choices that align with your values and goals, and to create a life that is true to who you are. You will find that you are more in tune with your needs, desires, and boundaries, and that you are better equipped to navigate the challenges and opportunities that life presents. Focusing on yourself is not a selfish act, it is a necessary one. It is about recognizing that you have a unique purpose, a unique destiny, and that to fulfill it, you must invest in yourself. It is about taking the time to understand who you are, what you want, and how you can achieve your goals. It is about making choices that align with your values and goals, and about taking action to create the life you desire. But focusing on yourself is not about isolating yourself from others or ignoring their needs. It is about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must take care of yourself, nurture your own growth, and fulfill your own needs in order to be able to give to others. You must focus on your own journey, your own growth, and your own development in order to be able to make a positive impact on those around you. As you focus on yourself, you will find that you are better able to contribute to the world. You will find that you have more to give, more to share, and more to offer. You will find that you are better able to make a difference, to fulfill your purpose, and to live a life that is true to who you are. So I urge you to focus on yourself, to take the time to understand who you are, what you want, and how you can achieve your goals, to invest in your own growth, development, and well-being, to make choices that align with your values and goals, and to take action to create the life you desire. Focusing on yourself is not about being self-centered or narcissistic. It is about recognizing that you are the only person who can live your life, fulfill your purpose, and achieve your dreams. It is about taking responsibility for your own happiness, success, and fulfillment. It is about being true to who you are and about living a life that reflects your unique identity and purpose.